Hello, welcome to the Out There channel. I've just been updating my project on the TR3 model that hovers in a field of magnetics. And here's it here. As soon as I can start playing it. And you can see that it's hovering above magnets quite happily. And this is phase 3 of the project now, I think it is. And that's creating a model, a finished product of the model on top, and next would be to glue it all in place, replace the blue tack, which would be phase 4, and then phase 5 should be painting the scenery and also painting the model itself. I think I'll probably print out stuff from print, maybe paint it and then print out bits of paper that I glue on. Like windows, maybe tubing or something like that. See how it goes. Still prototype and idea. And you can see here it just bangs straight into the field there. I'm quite happy it's just stays there above the magnetic field. Using permanent magnets, no power needed. Forgive my sausage fingers. They're no good for model making or electronics, but we are dealt with what we're born with. All I've got is my mind and my creativity. So yeah, the idea is that maybe this could be printed out on a 3D printer eventually. And you could just slide the speaker magnets into little slots, and the post, of course. And of course, my crappy piece of wood here. Some scrap I found out the back there. Once that's painted, it'll look okay though. And of course, I got some little model military jeeps coming, or tanks and stuff that I put around the outside to make it look like Black Ops. I've gone with the long shape Black Ops type triangular craft because they're more sighted than the even-sided equilateral triangle ones. It looks more like a Black Ops triangle. Then that would make sense for having military jeep and men around it. And make it into a little scenic thing that you could put on your desktop and probably sell them, right? If anyone out there wants to develop it further, I've got the prototype here. I think it's 11 centimeters magnets each way, and the post I'm using there is a long screw with a bit of blue tack on the end. It needed a wee bit of resistance to stop it sort of wiggling with a breeze and it'll fall down all the time. So yeah, that sort of works okay. There might be a better way in doing it. Instead of having the cardboard that I used to have there to lean against. So yeah, I got right in there where the positions should have been. And all it is a plastic knitting needle, some styrofoam, which I cut. I didn't have a wire to cut it, which makes it a bit more messy and uneven. But you can bend cardboard around if you want to do the sides. Yeah. See how it comes out. I think it'll come out alright. Be good enough for me anyway. That proves concept. But you can see where it was coming from phase 2 if you look at my older couple of years ago thing. It's been put on the back burner for a long time because I've been so busy. So yeah, the dearest part obviously is the magnets. For a set of 10 of those speaker magnets, it was over $100 I think it was. I can't quite think what I said last time, but yeah, I know it was quite expensive. It was 100 New Zealand dollars. It was quite 100 New Zealand dollars, so that would have been probably about 60 US back then. So yeah, and you couldn't get less than 10 of them. You had to buy 10. You couldn't get how many you wanted, like 4 from AliExpress. That was. So we've got some fruit in the background there and people walking around, don't worry about that. But you can see here, you can give it a fairly good knock, and it's quite solid in the field there. It can take quite a lot of weight. I didn't need to use styrofoam, but it was the easiest to get hold of and to shape it to printing out stuff to glue on. So yeah, it's a bit like a drone really, isn't it? A drone would be hovering there, but they'll be using power all the time. What would be good is to maybe even make it into a drone and have a drone come down and just float in place on a landing thing like that, and the engines turn off. That would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? That would be like a true TR3B that you can fly around your room. So yeah, someone's going to take the idea here and run with it, I think, in China and make $1 million out of it. Sell it to UFO buffs. A controlled drone that then hovers above a field with little men or jeeps driving around automatically. Yeah, I should have been doing this in my school years, really. I was actually doing stuff like this when I was at school. Then I got into computers and started developing stuff on computer instead. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I will do various updates as I progress. So the next stage is to hot glue it, as I said. Remove the blue tack, which is temporary. It's got screws holding the magnets. And then when I get my paints from AliExpress from China, gone for some oils as well as acrylic. I'm not sure which would work best. Probably either will work okay. They're not cheap either. They're like $50 US to buy paints and paintbrushes. But I might get back into doing artwork again. Maybe I'll do a painting of a UFO and alien, who knows. Depends how much time I get, you know, but it is relaxing. It's definitely, when you're creative, it's relaxing. But when I was sitting in that chair for a long time, it did my back in. It really painful. I couldn't get up. So obviously a pinched nerve of some sort. So I'll leave it there, and I'll catch you up on the next video I do. Probably be a live stream. Good night.